ever have, which is Tingana feeding off his kill. So I think Byron was still half asleep this morning when he came past Tingana in this tree, because he's under the exact same tree we left him last night, busy feeding off the last of the scraps. So I think I might not know. Byron a few months ago gave me trouble about the difference between an impala when I had an impala kill, and I thought it was a nyala, and gave me lots of trouble about it. But Byron, at least I actually saw an animal and not just drive right past it. So I believe Byron was here this morning looking for Tingana and came here and said there was no leopard, but quite clearly there is a leopard that is still crunching away on the last of that skull, just getting rid of what's left over. So there's definitely still a little bit of meat. He's got a nice round kind of belly. He's still a little skinny, and but he's looking better. He certainly looks a lot more full of life. There's a little bit more life in those eyes than what we saw the other day. So I mean, he's lost a lot of condition, but hopefully we'll kind of pick up a lot of it again pretty soon. He's obviously an older male, and so in time he should. But look at that belly. The belly's a little bit more round. Still a little skinny though. He could definitely put on a bit more muscle and a bit more kind of weight, that's for sure. But an impala will go a little bit of a way to doing that. I wonder if this male lion didn't get some of it. There are little bits all over the place, so it seems as though he's managing to find some nutrients, and even though that doesn't look like a lot of nutrients, it's going to be pretty beneficial for him in the long run to kind of keep going and feeding off that and getting a little bit out of the scraps. Now that's the lower jaw that he looks like he's got his paw on, and I'm not sure what else he's feeding on, but let me just move so that Viam doesn't have to deal with this big log that's in front of his face. So I'm just going to go in here a little bit, Viam. Let me just try and get round. Hold on, Viam, sorry. There we go. How's that, Oldie? Better. There we go. So that's much better. Now we don't have his face obscured by a massive branch. It's much easier to actually see him. Very good, though. It's awesome to catch up with Tingy. He's always such a kind of beautiful cat, and those eyes are still as good looking as ever. Like I say, he's not his former self in a lot of ways, but that can be gained pretty quickly, and I'm just glad he's actually got some of this meal, and hopefully he managed to get a fair amount last night, and hopefully he'll be able to get a bit from this. There's lots of impalas around, and so I'm hoping that maybe he gets to catch some of those. But this male lion definitely climbed this tree last night, so Viam, if you can just quickly go onto the tree for me. I hope the bar's not in the way. It is exactly where I don't want it to be, but you can see just to the right of the bar there's actually scarring of where that lion climbed the tree. I'll try and show you guys. There you go, big deep gouges that went in, so it definitely did climb up and go into the tree, and I wonder if it maybe took some of this carcass and then he's just feeding off what the lion left behind. I'd be surprised though if a lion left any of this. Maybe what happened was the lion went halfway up and decided I can't actually get the rest of the way and came back down again, but there's definitely signs of that lion going up into the tree. There's big gouges, like I say, all the way up, so it seems as though it did go up at least some of the way. It might not have just gone all of the way, because I see there's a little bit of fur also still attached to the tree up at the top, but there's some ribs as well, and nothing like a little rib action on a Friday afternoon. It was a Thursday, sorry, should I say? It's not Friday, so it's Thursday, and a little rib action on a Thursday is not the worst thing at all.